Hello all. Right, tonight then, the subject is lists. More specifically, lists that women leave for their husbands or partners because they think they're imbeciles. So they write a list for an idiot, but they're not idiot proof. So ladies, you can't have it both ways. This is prompted by the telly this morning, but it's always been one of my pet hates. I'll come on the shopping list in a minute. But this is the sort of thing I mean. I can come down to a list and at the top it says, can you run around with a vacuum? Bearing in mind I'm being treated like an idiot. Yeah, I can run around with a vacuum. I don't really see the point in it. And at the end of the day, the other half will come home and say you haven't hoovered. I say, you didn't ask me to hoover. You asked me to run around with a vacuum. And I have. If you want me to hoover, the list should say, get the vacuum out of the cupboard, uncoil the cable, plug it into a source of electricity, and then push it around the carpets with the working surface in a horizontal plane to the surface to be hoovered. That's called hoovering. Many a time I've run around with a hoover and then put it away again. So that's the first one. Now don't get me started on shopping lists, because when shopping lists are written, one, they're not in any shop order, and there's no instruction as to which shop you're expected to go to, other than when it says Lidl's Greek yogurt. Well, apparently I've got the options on shops and I'm not going to Lidl's, so you can't have that. So after I've deciphered the shopping list into a straightforward order for the shops that I intend to go to, I'll go and do that. And then you get home with your 2 bags for life. Can't think why they're called that. And there's this X-ray vision cast over them. And then you get the inevitable line, didn't you get my text? Well, I'm sorry. If it's not on the list when the list goes out the front door, you ain't having it. Which is why I go to Sainsbury's, because there's no signal in there. So lists. Thankfully, there's always a gap at the top of the lists I get. And that's where I write, go into garden with list and set fire to it. Works every time. So lists for idiots that aren't idiot friendly are going into pedestrian room 101. And thank you all.